What's something the crazy one in your friend group did that you'll never forget? My best friend Melanie was that person. She'd challenge random people to arm wrestling contests at Wendy's, bring her skateboard to formal events, and once convinced a substitute teacher that our history class was actually gym. But what she pulled for Devin's 18th birthday? That's the story nobody in our group will ever shut up about. Devin was this quiet guy who worked at Target and did weekend shifts at his uncle's auto shop. His mom was sick, and he had a younger brother still in middle school. When his birthday came around, he kept saying he didn't want anything, didn't need a party, just wanted to sleep honestly. We all felt bad but didn't know what to do. Melanie said no. She literally told him, "You're getting a birthday whether you want one or not, so deal with it." None of us knew she was serious. About a week before Devin's birthday, Melanie started disappearing. She'd skip lunch, leave right after school, and wouldn't answer texts for hours. When we asked where she was going, she'd just smile and say running errands. We figured she was buying him a card or something. Then the day before his birthday, she posted in our group chat at like 3 p.m. "Everyone be at Rolling Hills Skate Park tomorrow at 8 p.m. No excuses. Wear something nice but not too nice. Tell Devin we're just hanging out." We were confused but showed up. Devin got there around 8:15 because he had to close at Target first. When he walked up, he froze. The skate park was packed. Not just with us, but with people we didn't even know. His co-workers from Target were there, kids from our grade, even some random skaters who just hung out there sometimes. Everyone was standing around confused until Melanie climbed onto a bench and yelled, "Okay everybody, food's here." That's when a taco truck pulled into the parking lot. Devin looked at us like we were insane, but then a second truck showed up, then a third. Each one had this huge banner draped on the side that said, "Devin's 18th birthday bash, free food for everyone." I watched Devin's face go completely blank. He just stood there with his mouth open while people started lining up. Melanie jumped down and grabbed his arm. "Surprise, idiot. You said you didn't want a party, so I made one for the whole neighborhood instead." Turns out she'd spent the entire week messaging food truck owners on Instagram. She told them she was organizing a community event and asked if they'd donate food in exchange for free promotion. Most ignored her, but 3 said yes. One guy even brought his speaker set up and started playing music. People were dancing, eating. Devin's little brother showed up with their mom, who looked like she might cry. Devin actually did cry. He kept saying he'd never had a real birthday party before, not even when he was little. His family could never afford it. We thought that was the craziest part. But then a guy in a suit walked up holding a clipboard. He asked who organized the event. Melanie raised her hand, grinning like she just won the lottery. The guy looked at his paper and said, "You filed for an event permit under a nonprofit called Youth Community Builders, is that correct?" Melanie nodded. "Yep, that's us." The guy stared at her. "That organization doesn't exist." Our whole group went silent. Melanie's smile didn't move. She just shrugged and said, "Well, it does now." The guy said the permit was flagged as fraudulent and she'd be getting contacted by the city within a week. Then he walked away. We all thought Melanie was screwed, but she didn't care. She turned to Devin and said, "Worth it," then went to grab another taco. The party went until almost midnight. People kept showing up even though nobody knew who half of them were. Devin's mom thanked Melanie about 15 times. His little brother said it was the coolest thing he'd ever seen. 2 weeks later, Melanie got a letter saying she had to do 40 hours of community service for misuse of government resources. She framed it and hung it in her room. But here's the wildest part. A few days after that, the mayor himself showed up at our school during lunch. He walked right into the cafeteria, asked for Melanie, and shook her hand in front of everyone. He said what she did was technically illegal, but also exactly the kind of spirit the city needed. He offered her an actual internship with the Parks and Recreation Department for the summer. She turned it down, said she didn't want to work for the government after they fined her.